But would you say you're like more on the petite side?
Yeah, I am.
Well, isn't that just proportional to your general size?
I
Your
mean,
wrists?
slightly, but I want bigger wrist. I don't know.
Why do you want bigger wrists?
I don't know. I feel like everyone else at the table has like good wrists.
Is that like
Mine
the
are,
first thing you look at?
No, you're
To
beautiful,
somebody,
girl.
you're
You're
just like,
beautiful.
you get all,
You're so
Really tiny wrist.
Yeah, you're good.
your wrists are terrible.
No, like it's literally so hard to find bracelets.
What the
Did you hear those girls a little earlier say, "You're so beautiful"? This is what they do. They saw that she felt like she had a flaw, even though somehow she's also a 10, two opposing thoughts in the same brain. And they were like, we don't like one of our sisters who has validated the sisterhood a little bit earlier by calling all of us 10s, feeling the way that she's feeling. Because it seems negative, because she doesn't like something about herself. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what the sisterhood does, which is give this female some bull crap and say, you're beautiful. You're this. We got to hype her up, ladies. Well, you're beautiful, right? Right? Isn't she beautiful, everybody? This is what they do. And this is why this situation with the genders is the way it is, particularly the sex, because, gender, the whole fluidity thing.
like eyeballing people's wrists? Like, what about mine?
Yeah, good wrist.
Good wrists? I got small wrists. I'm in the same boat.
Oh, really? You're also insecure about your wrist?
Oh yeah, I got gamer hands. It's weird because my dad, he's got like big, strong, meaty man hands, and I got these like dainty piano finger
Oh my god.
hands. It kind of sucks.
No, but women actually usually like little dainty hands.
What the?
So she just earlier validated that she's not a 10 because she used the word what? Insecure about her wrists. See, there's a difference if I like barbecue potato chips, but I say my favorite is salt and vinegar. That's one thing. It's another thing if I don't like barbecue chips. She didn't say, it would be great to have this, but these are fine. It's, I don't like them. I'm insecure about them. That means that it's a flaw. So how can you be a 10? I know. Logic, right?
I like masculine.
I've had no complaints. I've had no complaints, but just not even from like a dating perspective. I would just in general prefer to have big, strong man hands. Bro, you guys see me. You guys probably haven't seen this, but I struggle to open champagne bottles. There, I said it. It was a struggle actually,
Everybody
I'm 2 out of
does.
3, right, Nick? In recent history. Yeah. I was able to, we do a champagne pop set. Why? She's squirming. I struggled to open one of the champagne bottles.
Bruh, they tighten champagne bottles like they're vaults. And I don't drink champagne, but I've seen it and I've tried to open bottles that are made like champagne bottles that are like apple cider or whatever that you drink and is it apple cider? Whatever it is that you drink, the non-alcoholic champagne, and man, those bottles be like freaking Fort Knox.
Gerald, Dane, I don't know if you're still watching, he popped 2 and I struggled on one of them. So anyways, okay, so you would change your wrists. Okay.
Awkward.
So you're a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Delusion.
Does anybody have to disagree, or why the hesitation?
And here we go. Here we go, fellas. It's game time. Because she saw that nobody else in the sisterhood was backing her up. They're just kind of looking like, I'm not going to say you're not a 10. I'm just going to keep that to myself. And so she's like, wait a minute. I told you all you were 10s. Y'all not going to back me up? So she had to say something. What's up, everybody? Anybody want to agree, disagree? Just say something. Help me out. I'm drowning over here in this silence, this awkward silence.
I think the fact that she thinks she's a 10 would make her one. Like, she's confident and she likes the way that she is. There's nothing.
She hates her wrists.
Well,
That brings you down to a 9 at least.
Right.
like,
If it makes her a 10 just because she thinks she's a 10, then does it make me an attack helicopter because I think I'm an attack helicopter?
Oh my God.
Well, I'm just saying that it doesn't really, like, people can tell her what they think she is.
Andrew Wilson is a savage.
But if she's thinking that she's a 10, like, and she still has insecurities, people who, it depends on if you quantify 10 out of 10 as flawless. People who are really pretty can still, or really attractive, can still have flaws.
Did she just say that's if you're quantifying 10 out of 10 as flawless? Flawless equals perfect. 10 out of 10 is a perfect score. How is it that their brains cannot put this into their mind? A 10 out of 10 is perfect, which equals flawless. So a person calling themselves a 10 out of 10 is saying they're flawless. She's like, no, you can be flawless, but have flaws. Good Lord.
You can have
Yeah.
flaws.
So why'd you rate yourself a 7?
Because I don't think that I'm perfect.
Okay, so then you would consider the 10 rating to be perfection.
For
Right.
myself.
Oh my gosh.
You don't, well, I mean, but who are you comparing your self rating to? That's not something you would come up with arbitrarily, right? You would have to basically observe the world around you, and then you would be comparing yourself to other human beings, right?
Yeah,
So
like,
if that's true, then if your self rating is a 7, then you're saying when I compare myself objectively to other women, clearly there's women who I think are much prettier than I am who I would put in that 8, 9, or 10 scale, right? Is she
Yeah.
one of them?
I think that she's beautiful.
See, here we go. Andrew's about to destroy these females, particularly this one, because look at what her answer was. Her answer was no answer. He asked her, do you think this female is one of the flawless females? One of the 10 out of 10s. Her response wasn't a yes or no, which is for what the question actually called. Her response was, I think she's beautiful. Why? 2 reasons. The need to be right, and she does not want to offend the sisterhood and get kicked out.
I don't need no man.
Grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And, of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.